Boy, I tell you, Dave, you mentioned a little bit earlier that Cyberpunk Fire was on a roll, and that indeed is true because in an impromptu loser leave town match, he went against Bill Dundee, defeated Dundee. Dundee's gone and then turned right around and won a match against Jerry the King Lawler.
That's exactly right. He won the match. It was sort of a strange ending, though. $5,000 of Lawler's against Fire leaving town. And here's what happened. We've got some video.
Take a look.
Cyberpunk Fire whipped in. Big elbow from Lawler to take him down. 9.5-minute mark in this bout now. Big grudge match between Lawler and Fire. Fire whipped in once again and another shoulder from Jerry Lawler. And the King backs him up, whips him in hard. Big shoulder from Lawler again, and he's taken down. Cyberpunk Fire, this could be it. That could do it. Lawler wanting referee Bill Rush not to bother him while he's wrestling. Shoves down Bill. What in the world? Jerry Lawler just shoved down USWA official Bill Rush. And he's going after the mask of Cyberpunk Fire. And Fire catches Lawler right below the belt. That'll stop him. Takes the King down. And the Cyberpunk up on his feet. Couple of left hands from Cyberpunk Fire. Followed by a roundhouse right. And Fire going in after him, backs Lawler up into the ropes. Big kick from the Cyberpunk. Calls that one the Cyber kick. 1, 2. Lawler gets his foot on the rope. Just barely able to kick the rope at the 14-minute mark. He just saved himself from $5,000 in cash. He was barely able to get his foot to touch that bottom rope. Whoa! Lawler, oh boy, takes referee Bill Rush and just throws Rush right into that cyber kick from the Cyberpunk Fire. 14.5 minutes down in this match. Lawler stops the Cyberpunk. So referee Bill Rush still down. Jerry Lawler setting up Cyberpunk Fire. Heil drives him down. Oh, boy. Turn off the lights. Party's over. That's going to do it. Fire is completely out. I guarantee you. 1, 2. Oh, no. Here comes referee downtown Bruno. And Bruno calls for the bell at the 15-minute mark. And Bruno reverses. He raises the hand of Cyberpunk Fire in 15:06. Fire is going to be the winner. 15 minutes and 6 seconds. 15:06.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in there. It turned out was Cyberpunk Fire being the winner in the match, and the King, who had put up $5,000 for that match, ends up on the losing end of it. Well, I mean, what else can I say?
What else can you say? I mean, tell it like it is. Tell it like everybody saw it, Lance. Come on.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I pinned him 1, 2, 3. Now, we want to talk about disqualifications. You want to rewind that film and go back and show Wolfie D, what about this when I had him in the corner, huh? Should he not have been disqualified then?
Well,
yes, he should have. But, let the King do one little pile driver, and because there's $5,000 at stake, Wolfie D or Cyberpunk Fire or whoever he is, he gets declared the winner, right?
Yes, he was declared the winner.
Well, do you think that's right? Do you think that's
right? That's not my call. I'm not refereeing the match. It was determined that the disqualification took place before you got to 1, 2, 3, and Cyberpunk Fire was declared the winner.
Yeah,
Jerry.
he was. You're right. Funny things going on around here lately. You know what, Lance?
Well,
I used to hear guys come out here and talk about what big buddies Wolfie D and Cyberpunk Fire and Randy Hales are. Now, Randy Hales happens to be, the big promoter here in the USWA now. And all of a sudden, things don't go Wolfie D or Cyberpunk Fire's way. And what happens? Another referee shows up to change the decision.
No,
that's what happened, Lance. That's
no,
exactly
you're
what
talking
happened.
about Randy Hales. He didn't have anything to do with it. This was a question where downtown Bruno felt that there was an injustice in there, and he said the disqualification predated the.
How could downtown Bruno see anything? The little sawed-off runt. I mean, I guarantee you, he had to be back there on Randy Hale's shoulders because downtown Bruno is so short. He'd get lost running around in shag carpeting. He couldn't see anything from the back. I guarantee you, Randy Hale sent him out there. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm sick of it, tired of it. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. And so what I've done is, I get calls all the time from people wanting to be associated with the King. I get calls from people saying, King, if you got a manager, if you had somebody in your corner, then there'd be no stopping you. Well, you know what? I've been getting calls, like I said, for a long time, and I had a call this past week. And so I decided to try it out. This person offered me a great deal of, I'm not going to tell you what all they offered me, but I said, I'll tell you what, just on a trial basis, I'm going to let you come down and see what it's like to be in the corner of the King. So I want to bring him out here right now. What?
You're going to have a manager?
Well, just on a trial basis, Lance. Trial basis. You never know. He could keep an eye on the referee. He can make sure that things like what happened last week don't happen again. So I want to bring him out here right now. Where you at? Come on. Come on, baby. Okay. No, wait a minute. Scott Bowden. What? Hey, look. He has...
That's the kind of reaction everybody...
Well, my phone has been ringing off the hook, Lance. He has promised me great things if he's in my corner.
Yeah, he'll promise you anything. He's got that kind of mouth.
Lance Russell, I know that pacemaker's about to give out. I know all the idiots at home are rubbing their eyeballs. They're wondering if they drank too much Coke 45 last night. Can it be true? The King and I together.
That's
well, you know,
I'm saying.
Stranger things have happened. You did get a job in broadcasting after all. And I can tell you this. I realize, Jerry, I have big shoes to fill. Sam Bass, Mickey Poole, Jimmy Hart. But I can promise you, we'll go to heights never before seen in the history of professional wrestling. We are a natural combination, my man.
You're a natural combination. What was it that I was hearing not too many weeks back down the road, Jerry? You heard it. He's sitting here talking about the King is over the hill. He's no more of a threat. He's nothing. You were saying that. Now, don't stand here and say you weren't.
Lance Russell,
you were
Lance Russell, you need to get that hearing aid checked out. Look at this man. He's in his prime. He is in prime physical condition. Look at that youthful glow.
Boy, both sides of the mouth. I mean, this guy is a master at it.
I just said, all I say was that Jerry Lawler can do it all. He can wrestle. He can announce. He's multi-talented. He's an accomplished artist. He can do it all, Lance Russell. And together, we are unstoppable. I can promise you that.
I am stunned and disappointed. I can tell you that. You've got a match coming up here in the ring right now.
Well, I told you, it's a trial basis, Lance. We're just going to try him out, see what it's like. Well, we'll get a chance to see right now, won't we?
Okay, we'll get an opportunity to see both of you.
Lance Russell, the only reason you're so upset is because you didn't have the scoop. You called the wrestling hotline last night. They didn't even have this big scoop, did they?
Oh, boy, you got that right. Okay, let's go to Corey for the introduction.
Okay, Lance, one fall, a 10-minute time limit for our next bout here on USWA Championship Wrestling. Millington, Tennessee, 228 pounds, Charlie Laird. His opponent today, 235 pounds, wrestling out of Memphis, Tennessee. Here is Jerry the King Lawler. And in his corner, manager, the newest addition, Scott Bowden. Can you believe it? Over to Lance and Dave. Yeah.
Well, that's a disgusting announcement Corey just made, and in his corner, Scott Bowden.
Yep. Oh, Scott Bowden, we know him too well. We're not thrilled to see him back out here in the Lawler's corner or anywhere else, for that matter.
The King coming over to Bowden and saying, look at all of his muscles and everything right there.
Hey, old man, what's this guy's name? Charlie Laird? Charlie Laird, is that his name? You call this competition?
Oh, boy, that's all you got is smart mouth. He's sitting here, he's a young wrestler. He has shown us some very good things in here. And it's true, he may be overmatched against the King.
Yeah, he probably is. But he would be without Scott Bowden.
The King, facing another youngster in there, and he's seen a continuing string of them, I mean, for a long time. And he's been able to handle them. However, Charlie Laird backs up. Nice clean break.
Problem with Bowden over here is Charlie Laird makes a fine move, and then Bowden's over here claiming he pulled tights or what have you. A handshake.
Yes.
Between the King and Charlie Laird.
Now that will never go in Scott Bowden's book, I'll tell you that. You don't ever give a sucker an even break. That's the Bowden. Look at him. He has Bruno over in the corner, and the King takes the opportunity to take that right fist, and he is hammering Charlie Laird, snaps him over and down, and moves in behind with a reverse chin lock.
A little misdirection there. Keep the referee from seeing what's going on. Boom. Handful of hair by Lawler slams Charlie Laird's head into the turnbuckle. And now, Bowden distracting him again. Look out. Lawler setting him up for a pile driver. He got him with it. One little pile driver, Lawler would say. Just one little pile driver.
Just one little pile driver, which is illegal. 1, 2, 3. Graceful Scott Bowden hops into the ring. You sit here making all of the comments about me. You couldn't even hardly get over the road.
We're undefeated. We're 1-0.
Yeah, you're 1-0. Great. How many victories did he have before he ever heard of you? The King using some tactics reminiscent of the Jerry Lawler. Oh, here he goes with another pile driver, and Cyberpunk Fire comes rolling into the ring and shoves Lawler out of the way. As the match was over with, no call for anything else, the King started to give him another pile driver. We saw it sitting right here. And Cyberpunk
Let him interfere with everything, huh? Disqualify him for his next match.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. He's telling referee downtown Bruno that the pile...
From behind, but that's the way white trash fights, isn't it, Lance Russell?
Yeah, you would be the one to know. I can tell you that for a fact. Cyberpunk Fire kept Charlie Laird from taking any more punishment. The official winner in it is the King, Jerry Lawler, with his manager, Scott Bowden. We're going to take time out. We've got plenty more to go, and we'll be back to it in a moment.
At the Happy Hawker, you'll find all kinds of merchandise at incredible savings. If you like to pay reasonable prices when you buy musical instruments, cameras, TVs, and VCRs, tools, even jewelry, china, and antiques, or you're the kind of person who really searches for just the right gift at just the right price, then you may make a great pawn shopper. If you need cash fast, we have the lowest rates on loans. Ask about Happy Hawker's VIP program and visit either location, 975 East Parkway South or 196 South Cooper.
It's so powerful, you can't imagine it.
It's the excitement, it's the crowd, it's all of it. Yeah, they go fast the whole time.
Talking to the drivers, guys are real nice, personable.
Pennzoil Nationals presented by AutoZone, June 20th through the 23rd, Memphis Motorsports Park, Millington, Tennessee. Tickets at Ticketmaster.
You gotta see it. It's amazing.
My idea of a classic summer is driving with the top down and grilling out every chance you get. Shoney's makes it easy to do both with their grilled summer classics. Drive on over now for grilled steak, chicken, and seafood, served with Shoney's all-you-care-to-eat soup, salad, and fruit bar at a classic Shoney's price. Another great thing about Shoney's grilled summer classics, that you won't have to clean the grill.
Breaking news doesn't wait for weekends. When your week is ending, theirs is just beginning. You can count on the Action News 5 weekend team for the most complete coverage. Janet Morris and Jovita Moore, Harold Grater on sports, and Ron Childers' Pinpoint 5 forecast. On the streets and on top of the big stories every weekend. Action News 5 weekend. Coverage you can count on. Every day.
new Warner Brothers backlot at Six Flags St. Louis, where the magic of the movies comes to life. Experience Batman the Ride and all the thrills, all the fun, all the excitement of Six Flags St. Louis. It's not at Disney, it's all right here at Six Flags St. Louis.
Visit the next Pharaohs game and save on your Six Flags St. Louis admission.
This week at Just for Feet, the world's largest athletic shoe store, it's a jammin' sale on Reebok basketball shoes. $39.99. The Reebok Chill Mid that was $74.95. Now just $39.99. The Reebok Hoop Axiom that was $79.95. Only $39.99. The Insta Pump Boom that was $99.95. Just $39.99. Whether you're juking, jazzing, jumping, or jamming, it's only $39.99. This week at Just for Feet, where your 13 beers free.
This portion of USWA Championship Wrestling is brought to you by Bill Blake Auto Insurance.
Get him out here.
Cyberpunk Fire came out. We've got some interesting footage coming up in a moment, but we want to hear from Fire.
That's right. I want that Lawler out here right now. He owes me just a little bit of cash, and I ain't seen it yet, and I want to see if he's a man of his word. Come on, King. Where you at? Where you at? Cheapskate.
You know, I really think there might be better times. We're always glad to have you out here, but I think there might be a better time to settle your personal differences in there.
I hope you got that check.
What he's talking about is that you owe him some money. I was not aware that you still had a $5,000 debt hanging out.
Well, what do you mean? You think I wasn't going to appeal that crummy decision from last week, huh?
Well, yeah, that's your right.
Yeah, that's right. You saw it. You were pinned 1, 2, 3. But, hey, I am the king. My word is my bond. And you were declared the winner. So now, right, I owe you $5,000, right?
Okay, there it is. Cyberpunk Fire.
Grease my palms right now. Come on.
He's got a check ready to...
Zoom in. Let's see. Get the camera right here.
There we go.
I want everything all nice and legal. Get a close-up here. Which one you need? Right here? Can you see it? Okay. That's my own personal check. Look at this. Even got, look, Chief Wahoo, little Cleveland Indians on there, right? Made it $5,000. It's all signed. Now, all you got to do is, Wolfie, is tell me who to make it out to.
Okay. Make it out to, you con man.
Whoa, whoa.
Wait a minute. Come on. Now, I can't make it out to Cyberpunk because you can't go in my bank dressed like that and try to cash it. You wouldn't last long there down at old Union Planter, so I'll tell you what. Who do I make it out to? Kelly Wolf? How you spell that? Huh?
Oh.
On there. That ain't gonna fly.
I should have known you had something up your sleeve.
But all you gotta do is tell me your legal name and I'll put it on this check for $5,000.
And of course what the king is saying, you tell me your legal name, and right away, buddy, you're out of here.
Just give me that, and I'll make it out myself. Just give me the check.
I'll make it out. They know my handwriting down at the bank. Come on, let's hear it. Tell everybody, tell the world right now that your name is Kelly Wolf. I'll write it down right here, and then you can take this to the bank and buy yourself a nice plane ticket out of here, because when you tell everybody who you really are, you lost a loser leave the USWA match, and you're not a man of your word, or you'd be out of here. So tell me your name, I'll put it on this check, and you can hightail it, because I'm sick of looking at your face.
I might have known. You got to get up pretty early to top the king.
Do you want this check or not?
It's laying right there in front of you.
You're nothing but a con man, Lawler. I should have known, but I tell you what, you just go ahead and keep that money. I don't want it.
Whoa!
I got the satisfaction that I beat the king, brother. I don't need your money.
Dad, you heard him say it.
Oh, Wolfie, look at that. 5,000 smackaroos right down the drain, pal. But now listen. You say you got the satisfaction of being declared the winner over the king. Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, I got a little idea where maybe you can get some more satisfaction. I got another little idea for another match between you and I, Wolfie. Now, you know, this is the last blast at the Coliseum coming up. We're moving to the big one. And then, Lance, I'm sorry to disappoint you. We're not talking about your nose.
All right.
Which, by the way, could seat 3,000 or 4,000 people. But We're moving to a new building. And the last blast at the Coliseum is this Monday night. And you know what? They should be flying in some of my greatest opponents like Terry Funk or Austin Idol or Handsome Jimmy Bay. That's who I should be wrestling. But no. Who am I going to climb in the ring with? Wolfie D. Right there. Cyberpunk Fire. Well, now let's make it interesting, okay? Let's make this last blast at the Coliseum real interesting. Scott Bowden, bring me my briefcase real quick. Hurry up. We're going to make this real interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting enough when you got Scott Bowden in the corner, Jerry the King Lawler. I have a difficult time still swallowing.
I don't know. He didn't do too hot in that match a while ago. He's still on a trial basis.
Okay, well, you hear that.
Oh, look at this.
I don't know what he's got up his sleeve.
Look at this.
Whoa.
See, you had the cash all along, man.
Well, you didn't say cash. That wasn't in the contract, but I'll be glad to put the word cash in the contract this week. Because now zoom in on this. Can you get a tight shot of this? Look at this. This is 50 $100 bills. Hey, look, I know you never seen this. This is those new ones. Yeah. See how big Ben Franklin's head is? And look at this. Look at this. Look, there's two of them. Hold it up to the light. Look, he's got another head right over there. Ever seen one of those? Huh? Here's 50 of them. 50 of them, Wolfie. $5,000. And I'll tell you what. The last blast at the Coliseum Monday night, you and I step in the ring. I'll give this money to Lance Russell at ringside. He can hold it. $5,000 cash. And if at the end of that match, only one stipulation is no disqualification. You got that? No disqualification. Somebody's got to be pinned. Shoulders got to be counted out 1, 2, 3. And if at the end of that match, you pin me, Wolfie, you beat me, and Lance Russell can hand you these 50 $100 bills, $5,000.
Won't be any more of that check routine that you just went through right here. Cash money, and he is offering you the opportunity.
What? I forgot the other part of the stipulation. But somehow, if I were to beat you, if I pin your shoulders 1, 2, 3, real simple. All you got to do is stand up in the middle of that ring in the Mid-South Coliseum and take that mask off right in front of everybody. Right in the middle of the ring, that's all you got to do. And then we can wave adios to Wolfie D.
Well, there's the proposition.
All you got to do is take the mask off. $5,000.
That's 50 to somebody like him.
Yeah, right.
You need to keep your nose out of it, pal.
Oh, you got that right. I'll go along with that.
This has nothing to do with you, so keep your mouth shut.
Let's get back to the proper.
Hey. Just keep him out of here, man.
Hey, I'm for it. I'd love to have him.
Let me get this right. There ain't going to be nothing about no checks, nothing about my name. You're going to hand me cash. Cash money, right?
If you beat him.
There it is.
If I beat him, I'm going to beat him.
50 of them.
But by the same token, if he should end up winning the match, you have to stand in the middle of the ring and pull your mask off.
You know what?
And when the world sees that it's who I say it is, it's Wolfie D, it's Kelly Wolf, who lost to Loser Leave the USWA match and wasn't a man of his word, still welched on it, still showed up here with that funny-looking little Power Ranger outfit on, then you're going to have to kiss all your little skinny-legged girlfriends goodbye over there and hit the trail. What about it? $5,000 cash against that silly little mask.
You know what? I've beat you once, and I'm sure I can do it again. Because last week you came in there thinking it was going to be a big joke, didn't you? You laughed and made all kinds of funny Power Ranger jokes. Well, let me tell you something. This week, the last week in the Coliseum, this Power Ranger's taking $5,000 home with him.
Well, I guess that means a yes. He has accepted it. You put the $5,000 cash up Monday night at the Coliseum. He will put up the match.
You want to hold it until match time? Yeah, right. Oh. No way. Signed, sealed, and delivered. $5,000.
Okay, fine, great.
Usually when you wave that kind of
We'll see you Monday night down there.
Gun pulled on you.
You're a great one. Just take him and lose him down there. You're always throwing things in the Mississippi River. Throw that one in the Mississippi River.